The Queen of Power Ballads has had an incredibly successful career, but she's been plagued with death and illness along the way. Here are some of what Celine Dion has had to endure. Celine Dion's father, Adhemar Dion, died of bone cancer in 2003 at the age of 80. The day he died, she honored Adhemar at her Las Vegas residency.
My dad was, and still is, my #1 fan.
The following year, she spoke of her grief with Larry King.
It's very difficult when you lose a parent. Even though if you expect it, you can never be prepared for it.
She took some time off from her residency to attend her late father's funeral and mourn with her family. Celine has continued to celebrate her father over the years. In 2012, she released a song called Parler à mon père, or Talking to My Father, as a tribute to Adhemar. And in 2018, she shared a sweet Instagram birthday post featuring a picture of her hugging her dad, writing, "Papa, you would have been 95 years old today. I think of you and I love you." In 2020, Celine's mother, Therese Tanguay Dion, died at the age of 92 of Alzheimer's. The night of her mother's death, Celine spoke of Therese at a concert. "I must admit I'm a little shaky today. On behalf of my brothers and sisters and all of the family, we would love to dedicate the show to her." Celine Dion's husband, René Angelil, died due to complications from throat cancer in 2016. They first met when a 12-year-old Dion sent Angelil a tape of a song she'd written with her mother. Angelil, a music producer and manager, immediately took Dion on as a client, and the pair had a close working relationship that became romantic over time, despite their 26-year age difference. They married in 1994, even though her mother did not approve of the union. Dion told The Sunday Project, "It was not the person that she wanted for me, and I don't blame her. I said, 'Mom, I really love him. It hurts inside.'" Angelil was first diagnosed with cancer in 1998, and after receiving treatment, the cancer returned in 2013. Dion recalled, "For 3 years, my husband did not have a sip of water and food. He was eating through a tube. I wanted him to leave in peace. I wanted him to feel so light and no worries. He had a little heart attack. It's so quick. He didn't even feel anything. I thought that he was like liberated from his pain." Dion, who had put her career on hold while caring for her ailing husband, returned to the stage for her Las Vegas residency a month after Angelil's death, where she told the crowd, "We were one, and nothing has changed. We will always be one." While Celine Dion was mourning the loss of her one true love, she was hit with another heartbreak. 2 days after René Angelil's death, Celine's older brother, Daniel Dion, died of cancer at age 59. Daniel, a father of 2 daughters, had been diagnosed with brain, throat, and tongue cancer. He died on January 16, 2016, which would have been Angelil's 74th birthday. Celine, despite her immense grief, believed the timing of the 2 tragedies to be the work of fate. She later told People, "René escorted my brother. It was perfect." In a separate interview with ABC News, she called it one last parting gift from her longtime partner, sharing,
I said to myself, for his birthday, my husband came and got my brother because my brother was too weak to fly on his own.
2016 was a devastating time for the Dion family. That same year, her brother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. Guy Poirier, husband of Celine's sister Liette Dion, died that August. Like Celine, Liette had suffered a great deal of personal tragedy. In 1993, Liette's daughter, Corinne, who had cystic fibrosis, died at the age of 16. Celine and Corinne were incredibly close. Corinne died in Celine's arms. Celine told People, "I started to sing softly in her ear, and out of nowhere, her eyes closed. One tear came down Corinne's cheek, and then she went." The heartbreaking loss led to Dion becoming Cystic Fibrosis Canada's celebrity patron, a position she has held for over 30 years. Her song Fly, which appears on 1996's Falling Into You, is in honor of Corinne's memory. Celine Dion has one of the most distinct and powerful voices in modern music, but over the years, she's experienced bouts of illness that have affected her singing. In 2012, Dion was diagnosed with a weak vocal cord caused by a viral infection for which rest was prescribed. Multiple shows were canceled. At the time, she stated, "I tried to sing at my sound check last week, and I had no control of my voice whatsoever." In 2018, Dion again had to cancel several shows due to issues with her voice. The statement read, in part, Celine has been dealing with a condition in her middle ear known as the patulous eustachian tube, which causes hearing irregularities and makes it extremely difficult to sing. According to the Post, Dion had been suffering from the condition for over a year and would need to undergo a surgical procedure. 2 months later, Dion was back on stage where she was greeted with a standing ovation, where she told the crowd, "You know, it's been a while since we've done a show. I had a little health issue, don't we all?" Dion is the proud mom of 3 sons, Renee Charles, and twins, Nelson and Eddie, whom she shares with her late husband. But the road to motherhood was a rocky one. It took 6 years of trying to conceive before Dion turned to IVF treatments. After her son, Renee Charles, was born in 2001, Dion told Hello magazine, "So many people were wishing us success after the years of disappointment that I felt as if they were all carrying the baby with me." While Dion and Angelil were thrilled to become parents, their next attempts to conceive were just as difficult and painful, as Dion suffered a miscarriage in 2009. Dion opened up about her miscarriage on Oprah with a very pragmatic attitude, saying, "A lot of people go through this, but it's not being told because it's not in the newspaper." She shared that she and her husband were still trying, and in the midst of their 5th attempt, finally after 6 rounds of IVF treatments, Dion gave birth to fraternal twins, Nelson and Eddie. Regarding the experience of being a mom, she once told People, "It is what I enjoy the most. It is my most amazing reward." In December 2022, Celine Dion revealed that she had been diagnosed with a rare disease called stiff person syndrome. Celine made her announcement via an emotional video posted on Instagram, explaining that the neurological disorder affects something like 1 in a million people and had been causing her to have serious muscle spasms.
Spasms affect every aspect of my life, causing difficulties when I walk, not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing.
In addition to muscle spasms, SPS can cause muscle rigidity, sensitivity to light and sound, and anxiety. In her Instagram post, Celine said she was working with a great team of doctors, but she would not be ready to perform as planned.
It hurts me to tell you I won't be ready to restart my tour in Europe in February.
In May of 2023, Celine made the decision to cancel her Courage World Tour dates through 2024. In July 2023, Celine's sister Claudette Dion gave an update on her sister's condition, with Le Journal de Montréal reporting, "We can't find medicine, but giving hope, I find that is important. She always goes above all. She always tries to be the greatest, the strongest."